Alright, g'day. Welcome to Angus Barrett. I'm Angus Barrett. This is Hip. And this is in the workbook it's called the Angus Barrett Ever So Cool tie-up holder. It's designed to work and made to last. And it's made for tying horses up. And in particular, horses that haven't been tied up before, or horses that are taught to be tied up. Hip here knows how to tie up, and so he's not going to test it, but it's made out of really strong, it's a high tenacity polypropylene webbing that we had made for us. It's got some chrome leather wear patches where we want extra support, so over the pole strap and over the noseband we've got a chrome leather that goes over. It's got 2 points of adjustment, well 4 points of adjustment actually, but the two areas of adjustment is you can adjust the nose, you can make it tighter, and you can adjust the pole strap and make it tighter. But you have a buckle on each side so that you can keep it even, and that means keep the centre pull there in the centre and the pole in the centre. Now underneath the chrome leather, which is the strong leather, we've got a veg tan leather, and it's a pad. So you've got a nose pad and a pole pad, two wear points. The nose pad predominantly is like a rubbing point. It doesn't get too much pressure on it, but it's so that if a horse does lay back, you're not going to scuff up the nose there. And the pole pad it's more here to what's the word? Share the load over a greater area, disperse the load. All right, and so what we've got around the holes, we've got stainless steel hardware naturally, and then the buckles on the side, they've got quite a heavy stainless steel pin. It's the heaviest one that I can get at the moment, and we've actually had to put a little bit heavier buckle on there, which is all right because it's easy to get on and easy to get off with that bigger buckle. But the main reason it's there is because I want that stronger pin up the top. We put this on old Hippie here. Now, like everything with Angus Barrett, it's a bit tight to get started. We're still in the frame there. Or do you want me to come forward? Yeah, we're right. So that I put the jowl strap here. Mine's quite short, and that's because of this part. That's because I don't like that jaw getting back under here. I don't want to create any pressure or any pain around here. The only area I want the pressure is on the pole. And I don't really want any pressure anywhere really. It's up to the horse, preferably how much pressure it can get on here. But what I definitely don't want to happen is I don't want the horse to get away from me. Walk up here. Come on. Couple of steps. Come on, mate. Come on. That's it. So I've got some adjustment there. The nose is sitting up quite high. It's above the break in the bone there. That's the where they breathe through there, so we don't want to cut that off. So that's up high. We've got the pole pad here, nice and centered on the pole. Lots of area for that load, and most importantly, it's strong. We've got stainless steel D here, which horses are more than welcome to bend. And then we've got an Angus Barrett lead rope. This is a short one. I'd usually use a long one, and I would just, it gives you a bit more length so you can go around the post. I got a short one today just because that was what was in the tack room that didn't have a holder tied to it. But like all of our stuff, all of our lead ropes and all of our holders, we don't have any clips. You just feed it on like that, and that pulls down in there. And then now I've got my horse with the Angus Barrett tie-up holder. The moral of the story is we want to teach the horse to tie up. I don't want the horse to ever go away. And if it is going to lay back, the rope holders are great once a horse knows how to tie up. I've got no issue with handling young horses in rope holders, but this is a very nice, it's a bit more user friendly, especially for a young horse who wants to learn to keep away from those nerves or whatever it is up there, and we can teach them to tie up. We've got a good solid post with a good solid pin, and we're going to use a good knot, which should be the bowline. So that's in there like that. My horse is now tied up. Hippie's not going to pull away, and I don't want to give him any pressure to. And now I can expect that horse to stand there. There's no drama about that. We also have a leather necktie. Have we got that leather necktie here? Just 1 second, we'll get the leather necktie and I'll show you another option. Pardon me, it's a bit wintry here in Orange. Believe it or not, we have some sun out today. Come up, mate. Right, so the leather necktie is another good way of doing it, and I think that's the tyre holder, right? I'll take it off and I'll put his rope holder on. This has got the long lead. This is a much more user-friendly lead. Well, man, don't walk away on me, please. Not on camera. Come up into the frame. Come on, come up here. Remember when you put your holder on, to put your knot around the bottom. That way, if a horse does lay back, you put that on there, and then I'll just grab this necktie. So this is another option to share the load. This is, I think it's about 50 mil. It's a big wide strap, it's a chrome leather, the same as the tyre holder. We've got the eyes, we sew around the eyes with a very heavy thread to stop the tearing, to help prevent the tearing. Please remember, a horse can break everything. I make it as good as I possibly can. And this tyre holder, oh, wrong way. Not this tyre holder, this necktie is another way of dispersing it, but this requires 2 leads. So you put that in there, that goes down through there, and then you'd attach a lead to that, and that puts the load back here. What I like about the tyre holder is I can tie the horse up with the holder and it learns that pressure point right there. So it learns to come forward and that it can't get away, so there's no point trying. The same thing with this leather necktie. You just feed a lead rope onto it. The horses are more than capable of bending the D's, but they only bend them, they don't break them. So you don't need to worry about that. But here I would have two lead ropes. So I would tie Hippie up with this big long one here first. Tie him up sort of there. For those who want to sit through the video, I'm sure you're comfortable. For those who don't, you don't need to watch me tie a horse up. And then this lead here, I'm going to get a distance so that the horse is going to feel the pressure of the halter first, but when they really lay back, if they're going to lay back, and this could be a 6-year-old or an 8-year-old that's come, or a horse that doesn't like tying up. Like, it's got to learn to tie up. If the horse can't stand there and wait for me to get back, I wouldn't waste my time putting a saddle on it. I want to be a good horse. But now, so it's going to lay back, and it should feel this one first, so that it feels the pressure. But when it really lays back and sits down, this here is going to take the load, so that it's sharing the load. It's not putting it just on there. And you can adjust your knots. But that's the 2 different methods of looking after your horse's neck and your horse when you're teaching it to tie up. So stay cool.